Welcome back, everyone, and I'm here again with SBR contributor Jordan Sharp. And today we're looking at that divisional playoff game and how those odds have been acting up for the game between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. What's going on, Jordan? How you doing, man?
Good, Dax. How are you?
I'm all right, brother. All right, so bookies opened this one favoring the Pack by 6.5 points. And I can, guess that a little bit of extra cash came on the boys because it helped to drop that line to -5.5 and -5 in some cases. Now, we all know what happened in the Cowboys-Lions game, and they got there because of the referees, and there's no argument on that. Yeah, you could have called another one on the Lions as well that they didn't, but hell, I mean, that first call against, what's his name, the tight end was very crucial anyways. They lost, they won that game by 4 points, so it wasn't that much of an accomplishment. Anyways, Aaron Rodgers and company, they got that much-needed rest that they had because they had that bye, especially Aaron Rodgers with that calf injury, man. I don't know. I mean, I kind of liked it when the line was, at -5.5, and I'm thinking that we should side with the Packers in this case. But it worries me that if Rodgers goes down, man, and if he gets injured, it's going to be all up to Matt Flynn to take this game, even though considering that they are playing in Lambeau Field, which is probably going to be frozen over, and the rock is probably going to be as hard as hell. So we're going to have to see what happens there. What do you think about this game, man?
Yeah, I like where your head at. I think I like where your head's at, man. I really think that now that you've gone down all the way to -5, like at spots like Bookmaker, you really have to consider Green Bay, despite the news that's coming out about Aaron Rodgers. Is it just me, or do you think that the Packers could be maybe overselling Aaron Rodgers' injury just a little bit? I know it's a little bit of a concern, but it did move the line an entire point. So I just can't figure out. If he's truly, going to be on one leg, you're right. It's a huge concern, especially if he takes a hit or two and injures it some more and then has to be taken out of the game. So there is a lot of money on the Cowboys, it does appear, both with the line movement and from the SBR consensus pages. It worries me. I think both sides of this game. This is kind of a game, really I've been avoiding just because of all the unknown you have with Rodgers and the fact that we haven't mentioned yet, Tony Romo's still a little banged up as well. I think everyone's banged up at this point in the year. It just seems like everyone has this little injury rumor surrounding them. But Tony Romo's had that back problem. And I think among all of the quarterbacks, these are the two that you worry about the most. They happen to be facing off against one another. And it just really concerns me. I can't find the right value point in this game to really get excited about. With 3 other games, I'm kind of looking at maybe potentially just laying off this game, going with some prop bets. I think there are a couple of prop bets that you can go with this one. But then again, there's a lot of value other places, though, and this is the game with the most unknown. Do we really want to risk it without knowing all the information? I'll go to you for that answer, but I can't.
All right, man. Well, touching that first point, you might be right. I mean, they might be overacting that Rodgers injury because McCarthy's come out and he's been saying that he's been playing fine and, that there are no nagging issues. I don't know. I mean, they might be trying to sell it the way that they want it to be, considering that it might get the other team to think that they're not going to be, that Rodgers isn't 100% healthy and might, play a little less. And on the other side for Romo, yeah, he's banged up, but hell, he's got Governor Christie's backup, man. So shit, I mean, that should be enough for him to be able to play and have a good game. Anyways, man, I think that the most concerning factor here is going to be the weather, man. I mean, Dallas isn't used to playing in a weather like this. It's going to be freezing like hell, man. I mean, it's going to be really, really cold. The football is going to get really, really hard. And DeMarco Murray, if he can't carry the ball and he can't secure it properly, they're going to have trouble, man, because really that's what they've been relying on all season. Whatever DeMarco Murray can do. Yeah, I mean, Romo has shown up and he's been doing something and all, but you touched that point, man. He's been with that back issue that is still nagging on him a little bit. I'm thinking that, 5 is still decent to me. I think that 5 would actually be enticing for me, just considering the fact that the weather is going to kill the Cowboys in this case. And I think that it's going to be one of those things that comes to the point. If they can actually stay in the game, then they might have a chance. But I doubt that they're going to be able to stay in anything. I mean, the way that the Packers play at home is just something else. I mean, I have to side with the 5 here. I mean, I don't think that we're giving up that many points in this case, man. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I think you're probably right. If I had to pick, I think on this game, I think I'd go with the 5 or the 5.5. I think it's not my favorite play of the week, but I do think there is value there. There's a couple other Bet Chris, a couple other places that have it as well at that number. So I mean, there's value. It's a little it makes you look queasy, we'll admit, but it's still, I think, a pretty good value there. I think, yeah, definitely if I had to pick on that game, that'd be where I'm going.
I like him to make it all the way, man. I mean, if Rodgers can stay healthy and get this game, I'm kind of seeing some Super Bowl potential for this team, man. What do you think about that?
I think maybe just thinking about it, my queasiness probably just comes from being a Bears fan and having to say that the Packers are a good play. So I think that I can't necessarily say that I like the Packers. I think if they had to go into Seattle, they'd be in trouble.
Well, yeah, you might have a point with that. I always forget about Seattle, man. Fuck yeah, you're right, man. Seattle's definitely going to come up and show up. But anyways, man, pleasure talking with you, Jordan, and let's do this again next week.
All right, thanks, Dex.
No problem, brother. And for SBR Picks, this is Dax Floyd.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.